Updates. I request you to stay on with us. Now, following the release of the first 7 hostages, the handover of the 13 remaining surviving hostages is expected to take place next. This will be followed by the return of 28 other Israeli hostages, including the 26 who are confirmed dead and 2 whose fate remains unknown. Of course, you can see the photographs of the hostages. Remember, Hamas had earlier released this particular list, a very exhaustive list of the 20 people over there. But in the meantime, we do know that 7 Israeli hostages have been freed. You can, in fact, take a look at some more visuals coming in. Either side of the borders, people are waiting in anticipation. Israelis are waiting for the hostages to be released. Palestinians are waiting for the return of their loved ones who've been in Israeli jails as well. But in the meantime, we're now learning that families are also reacting to the hostages now and their return as well. Israelis are in fact watching a live broadcast of the release of the hostages in the Hostages Square in Tel Aviv. You can see their reactions on your screens. Some are shocked, disbelieved. Of course, many are elated as well. They're eagerly anticipating the return of their loved ones. This is, of course, the latest that we are tracking on the broadcast. Still with us is Mr. Xavier Abu Eid, a political analyst from Amman. We do know that it's going to be a phased release of the hostages, and in the meantime, I'd like to address these live visuals are coming in from the Hostages Square as well. Family reunions are going to be taking place very, very soon following a medical checkup. Coming back to Mr. Abu Eid, a lot is also being said about the return of the Palestinian prisoners. They've, of course, been languishing in Israeli jails for a long, long period of time, some even for decades. Do you think this is then a step towards easing the worries of their loved ones who have, of course, been worried about their condition, because not much is known about their treatment over there?
Occupation jails, it's been there. There have been several cases where Palestinian prisoners have died in Israeli jails, either because of torture or by lack of medical treatment. We have had dozens since October 2023. Let's remember that the person in charge of the Israeli jails, the minister in charge, is one of the most extremist person who has been even prosecuted for terrorism in Israel. I mean, you may want to try to imagine what you have to do as an Israeli Jew to be prosecuted for terrorism, himself being a settler, Mr. Itamar Ben-Gvir. But we also have to remember that the Israeli forces have been very clear to Palestinian families in the occupied West Bank that they cannot celebrate the return of their beloved ones. There have been 20 families that from people from the West Bank that are going to be deported outside Palestine, particularly to Egypt, that have been banned from leaving the occupied West Bank by Israeli forces. So once again, I think it remains a very important day, certainly for the Israeli families of the captives, of course, for the Palestinian families of the detainees. But the main question here is what's coming next. And here, once again, we don't have answers at this stage.
Answers, of course, remain to be seen, but we're also getting further updates coming in, sir, requesting you to stay on with us. We're now learning that US President Donald Trump's plane is landing at the